Hello, this is Codod. In this video, we are going to start by creating our homepage. So, to be able to follow these tutorials, you need a PHP environment. I want to use XAMPP, and you also need a code editor. I want to use Visual Studio Code. I have created this old folder in my htdocs folder from my XAMPP directory, and here I place these two files, index.php and index.css. This is the basic HTML structure of my index.php, and the CSS file is linked right here. For now, I want to keep things simple. For this project, I will also want to use flat UI colors, the first palette, and also I want to use Google Fonts, and I want to use Roboto. Let's see, choose regular 400, the style, so select this style, and then click right here, import, and copy this from here and paste it in your index.css file. Now I want to set some default style for my HTML structure. So the body, firstly I want to set for all the HTML elements margin 0, padding 0. We know that this is done using the universal selector. Then I want to set box sizing border box. Then body, I want to set font family, let's see, Roboto, and then as a fallback sans serif. And then color, I want to set white, let's see, background color F1, 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 and then height 100 viewport height. Then for H1, H2, I want margin bottom 10 pixels and color, let's see, 111. Then for H1, I want font size 35 pixels, and for H2, I want font size 30 pixels. Now for the anchor, I want let's see, text decoration none. Now for the paragraph P, I want margin bottom, let's see, 5 pixels, color 222, and font size 15 pixels. And we are done with the default styling. Now we can move to our index.php, to our HTML structure. We start with a div that has a class of page wrapper. Inside this div, we want to place the three main sections of our HTML structure: the navbar, the main, and the footer. So div class navbar, div class main, and footer class footer. And I want to start with the navbar. Inside this div, I want another div with a class of navbar content and another class container. And here I start with an anchor that has the class of navbar, let's see, navbar brand, then a nav with a class of navbar nav for our navigation, and I want three anchors with a class of navbar, well, let's see, nav item, this is for home, and then sign in and sign up. And we are done with our navbar, with the HTML structure. Now it's time to style this navbar. So we start with this page wrapper. I want to use a page wrapper because I want to place my footer at the bottom of the page to be always at the bottom. So I want to a mean height of let's see, 100%, display flex, and flex direction column. Now for the container, this is a class that we want to use in multiple places. Let's see, I want a width of 1024 pixels, margin top and bottom 0, left and right auto, padding 0 top and bottom, and 10 pixels left and right. And we are done with the container. Now our navbar, I want a height of let's see 60 pixels, width 100%, background color 111. Let's see, box shadow, I want to use the RGB function, which stands for red, green, blue, and the alpha channel for opacity 0, 0, 0, and then 0.35 opacity, and then 0 pixels. Let's see, 2 pixels, 5 pixels, then once again 0 pixels. Let's see the result in the browser. Okay, now our navbar content, height 100%, display flex, justify content space between, and align item center. Let's see the result. Perfect. And now for our brand, so navbar brand, color white, font size, let's see 17 pixels, and font weight bold. Okay, now we are done with the brand. Now for our nav item. So as you see, I'm using this style of naming my classes. This is actually known as BEM, a block element modifier. You can actually learn more about this on Google. So right now I want to style those Nav Item Anchors. So let's see, I want a margin left of 20 pixels, font size of 15 pixels, and color white. Let's see the result in the browser. Perfect. Now we are done with our navbar. It's time to work. On our main. So let's see. I want a div. Let's see, with a class of container. And inside this div, I want another div with a class of, let's see, home. Home content, like this, with double underscores. Okay, here I want 2 columns, a div with a class of, let's see, home left column, and I want another div with a class of home right column. Inside the first div, I want an h1, welcome to my channel, and then a paragraph with lorem ipsum. Let's format this better. Okay, perfect. This is the left column. Now the right column. Let's see, I want an h2 that says sign up. Better join us. Join us. Okay. Then I want a form, and inside this form I want to place divs with class of let's see, form register, and inside this div I want to place an input to the type of, let's see, text, name, username, let's see, placeholder username, and that's it. And as I have said, I want more divs. So this is for the username, email, password, and confirm password. So we have email, and change this to email. You can actually add 3 dots. This is the password. Let's see, password, and this is for password confirmation, password confirm. So we have confirm password, and then we need another div with the class of form register, so we can actually say form register, and this is where we want to place our button. Type submit, class, let's see, form register button, or we can call it register button. Let's see, sign better, join us. And I think we are done with the HTML for now. Save with the home section. Okay, now it's time to write the CSS. So we have, let's see, we have this home content, but first we need to start with our main. We want a margin, let's see, top and bottom 80 pixels, left and right 0. Now home content, we want to give this display of flex. Let's see, save, let's see the result. Okay, now for the left and right columns, home, let's see the name, left column, we want a width of 50%. For our right column, home, right column, we want width once again 50%. We want a padding of, let's say, top and bottom 0, left and right, let's see, 30 pixels. Perfect. So let's see what's the next thing that we have to do. We have that H1 and that P. We have the default styles for them. I think let's see, we have some to set some media queries right here for these two columns. So media all and max width, let's see, 720 pixels. For this home content, we also want to give it a flex wrap of let's see, flex wrap of wrap. We want our home content to have flex direction column, and we want both columns to have 100% width. Let's see, home left column and home right column with 100%, and the right column, let's see, home right column, we want padding 0. Okay, now it's time to style that form. Let's see, so we have those we can actually give this form a class. Let's see, home register. Perfect. So we start with this home register. We give it, let's see, a display block with 100%. Now we have those fields, those divs that contain the fields. So form register, we want with 100%, and we are done for now. Now we have those input fields, form register input. Let's see, so we have padding 10 pixels, border 2 pixels, solid CCC, font size 15 pixels, color 444, and we want with 100%. Let's see the result. Okay, now just mistype right here. We want a margin bottom of, let's see, for our form register class 20 pixels. Let's see. Okay, for our inputs we want a border radius of, let's see, 5 pixels, and we also want outline none. Save, let's see the result. Perfect. Now we want the focus to style the focus state, so we have to go to our flat UI colors and choose let's see, this one. So once again, form, register, input, now focus, and we want border 2 pixels solid, and paste that color, save, and let's see the result. Of course, for our form we want autocomplete off, autocomplete off. Okay, I think this looks good. Let's give some margin to our margin top to our home, let's see, home register. Margin top, let's say 10 pixels right here. Let's see, margin top 10 pixels. I think it's not working. Let's leave it like that. Okay, now it's time to style that button. So we have a register button, this class. We want a padding of, let's see, 8 pixels top and bottom, and then 10 pixels left and right. We want outline none, background color. We have to copy once again a color from here, from Flat UI colors. I think let's see, this one, and a border 1 pixel solid, and choose let's see, this one. Okay, we want the color of white, and a font size, let's see, 17 pixels. And we also want a box shadow, let's see, RGBA 000, then 0.125, and then we want 0 pixels, 3 pixels, 5 pixels. Okay, let's see the result in the browser. Looks good. We want a border radius of, let's see, 5 pixels. Perfect. We actually have to use inset for this box shadow. Let's see how it looks. Perfect. I think we are done with our registered form. Looks pretty good. Okay, I think it's time to write the style for our footer. But first we need to add the HTML. So for our footer, we have a div with a class of container. Okay, then we have footer content. Here I want an h2 with a class of brand. Well, the content of brand. And I think we can give it a class of footer title. And then I want a div with a class of footer links. And we can actually copy those navigation links from there. Let's see. Let's see. And change this to footer item. I think we can change it to footer link. Much better. And then we want the copyrights, a P for our copyrights, so paragraph, no rights reserved. We want to give this a class of, let's see, footer rights. Okay, let's see our HTML in the browser. I think we are done. Now back to our CSS. Footer width 100%, height, let's see, 150 pixels. Okay, a background color of 111, and a margin top of auto to always push this footer at the bottom. Let's see the result. looks pretty good. I think let's see our main class, we can actually change this margin to, let's see, 40 pixels. Okay, looks much better. Let's say 45 pixels. Okay, now back to our footer. So we have this let's see, the footer title. It's right here, footer title. So footer title, we want the color of white. For our footer we also want a padding of, let's say, 40 pixel top and bottom, 0 left and right. Let's see, 20 pixels top and bottom, 0 left and right. Okay, now those footer links, let's see, footer links, we want display flex, align item center. Okay, footer, let's see, footer link, margin left, better margin right, let's see, 10 pixels. Color, let's see, CCC. Perfect. Now our footer writes paragraph, let's see, color white, text align, let's see, center. Okay, can actually give this a margin top of, let's see, 10 pixels. Okay, so I think we are done. Let's increase the font right there. Let's see, font size 17 pixels and change, add a dot right here. Let's see. Okay, I think we are done. This looks pretty good, and this is actually our home page. And in the next tutorial we are going to add our login and register page. See you in the next one.